Oh my god, you guys are not ready for what went down at Kris Jenner's birthday party this past weekend. Honestly, this whole situation is completely insane. And the real reason behind it is even more unbelievable than anyone expected. So basically, Meghan and Harry showed up at this massive 70th birthday bash for Kris Jenner in Beverly Hills. And now the photos of them are suddenly disappearing from the Kardashians' social media. Right. And at first, everyone just assumed it was the usual Sussex photo drama. You know, their constant rules about unapproved pictures. Exactly. But babe, that's not even close to the entire story. The truth is way more chaotic. And yes, it involves James Bond. The name's Bond. James Bond. Literally James Bond. I swear, I'm not making this up, okay? Let me paint the picture. This party was absolutely nuts. Jeff Bezos, yes, the billionaire Jeff Bezos, hosted the whole event at his Beverly Hills mansion. He paid for everything. Oh my god. Yes, and we're talking hundreds of thousands just for security. Bruno Mars performed, and he does not come cheap. For sure. Remember when Jennifer Lopez wanted Bruno Mars for her wedding to Ben Affleck? He quoted her $10 million and she was like, yeah, absolutely not. Proper pricey. So Bezos covers the whole event. Bruno Mars is performing. The security is elite. The catering is unreal. Though honestly no one probably touched the food because everyone's on Ozempic. I know, right? True story, in the Hamptons. Caterers don't even bring food anymore because everyone's on weight loss shots. Makes sense. Anyway, this party had everyone. The biggest names you can imagine. Obviously, the Kardashians. Oprah was there, with Gayle as her +1. Right, so Meghan and Harry walk in, and immediately people are confused. Everyone's glancing around, like okay, who exactly invited them? Exactly, and that's where things start getting interesting. Nobody could figure out who brought them. People thought Oprah might have since she interviewed them, but Oprah's +1 was Gayle King, totally, and Bezos was hosting, so they definitely weren't his +1s. So the whole room is thinking, wait, why are they here? Oh my days, imagine dropping hundreds of thousands on a party and 2 uninvited guests show up. But here's the plot twist. We now know why Meghan was so determined to attend. Oh my god, yes. So recently, Jeff Bezos, through Amazon, acquired MGM Studios, right? And MGM owns the James Bond franchise. Exactly. Amazon now has creative influence over who gets cast in Bond films. And Bezos has even been interacting with fans online, asking who should be the next Bond. Right. And apparently, Meghan saw this as her golden chance. Insiders at the party say Meghan truly believed she should be the next Bond girl. I'm sorry, what? She thought she could pitch herself as a Bond girl at someone's birthday party. Babe, yes, that's literally what happened. She went specifically because Bezos would be there, and she wanted to shoot her shot for a Bond role. This is absolutely unreal. So let me get this straight. She either crashed the party or found some loophole to get in just to pitch herself to Jeff Bezos for James Bond. That's exactly what my sources are saying, and this explains everything that followed. Oh my god, tell me. So apparently Meghan's pitch went terribly. Like, imagine the vibe, Kris Jenner's birthday, Bruno Mars performing, everyone vibing, right? And Meghan's going around trying to talk to Jeff Bezos about Bond casting at a birthday party. The audacity. Completely. And from what I'm hearing, it got so awkward that Meghan and Harry were actually asked to leave. Stop it. They were kicked out. They were kicked out of Kris Jenner's birthday. Can you even imagine? Oh my days. This is iconic. So that's why the photos disappeared. It wasn't their usual image control nonsense. It was because the whole thing was humiliating. Exactly. Think about it, the timeline is perfect. Photos of them pop up, people are posting them, and then suddenly, gone. Right. The Sussexes start scrambling to wipe any evidence they attended because it all went downhill. For sure. And here's the thing, Meghan does this kind of stuff a lot. Remember when she was in New York and her glam team posted a getting ready video? That vanished too. Oh my god. Yes, I remember. She always tries to micromanage her image. But this time, it wasn't about looking flawless. It was about hiding the fact that she got kicked out, right? And the Kardashians definitely didn't delete those photos on their own. This family is not shy. Nothing is off limits with Kris or Kim. Exactly, the Kardashians built an empire by sharing everything. They would never delete photos unless someone pushed them. Exactly, so this had to be coming from the Sussex camp. They wanted those images gone because it revealed how bad things got. Okay, but can we talk about how delusional this Bond girl thing is? Like Meghan's in her 40s. I know, Bond girls are usually younger actresses, and she hasn't acted since Suits, and even then she wasn't a big movie. Name. Right. So she really thought she could pitch herself at a birthday party to Jeff Bezos, who doesn't cast Bond movies personally. Anyway, totally Bezos owns the company that owns the rights. But actual casting directors make the decisions. Exactly, but apparently, Meghan believed she could bypass all of that by cornering him at a party. It's wild. And here's the funny thing. They had no problem being photographed when they arrived. Paparazzi got them. they were posing inside to. Right. But the moment the bond pitch flopped and they got asked to leave, suddenly every photo needs to be erased. Exactly, by demanding deletion. They basically confirmed something awkward happened. Classic Streisand effect. Spot on. Trying to hide it only made people more curious. And now the insiders are spilling everything. Oh my days. And if this is true, they're definitely not getting invited again. You don't pitch movie roles at a birthday celebration. Exactly. These people spent a fortune on this event, and Meghan treated it like a casting call. Right. It screams desperation for relevance in Hollywood. She left the royals to get back into entertainment, and now she's crashing events for opportunities. Exactly. They always act like they're the biggest stars in the room, even around people who are way more famous. Oh my god. Yes, they're difficult just to prove their importance. Totally. But at this point, it's just ego, not professionalism, right? And now we know the real story behind the photo drama. It wasn't about protecting their image, it was about covering up embarrassment. For sure. The Bond girl pitch gone wrong, being asked to leave, wiping the evidence, it's all connected. Oh my days. Imagine being Jeff Bezos at your friend's party and someone tries to pitch themselves to you for a movie role. I know, right? Meghan, read the room. This is not the place for career pitches. Exactly. And if she really wanted to be considered for Bond, she could have gone through actual casting channels. Exactly. You audition. Your agent submits you. You don't ambush the studio owner at a birthday party. Right. And the fact that it went so badly they were asked to leave says everything about how inappropriate it was. Totally and honestly. This solves the whole who invited them mystery. Maybe someone loosely invited them. Maybe they just turned up. Either way, they had an agenda. Oh my god. Yes. They weren't there to celebrate Chris, they were there because Bezos would be there. Right. And when you look at it that way, it becomes super calculated. She knew about Amazon owning Bond. She went in with a mission, proper calculated. And honestly, kind of sad. It's giving desperation. For sure. Like you were literally part of the royal family, and now you're crashing parties for roles, right? Bond girls are iconic. But they're cast with a very specific vision. Producers don't choose people who pitch themselves at parties. Exactly. And given her long break from acting, and all the controversy, her chances were basically zero anyway. Oh my days. Absolutely zero. It was doomed from the start, and now she's dealing with the aftermath. Right. And deleting the photos only makes everyone wonder what really happened. Exactly, we need to talk about this. Do you guys think Meghan actually believed she could be a Bond girl? For sure. And let us know if you think the whole party appearance was just strategy to get in front of Bezos, because that's exactly what it seems like. Right, and honestly, every new detail makes it look worse. First, nobody knew who invited them. Then the photos vanished. Then the Bond pitch disaster came out. Totally. Each layer of the story just makes it more embarrassing. Oh my god. Yes. And the craziest part is, it all could have been avoided if they just attended normally and left quietly. Exactly. But instead, it became a full spectacle and completely backfired. Right. And now, instead of being remembered as guests at an iconic party, they'll be remembered for getting kicked out after a failed movie pitch. I know. In Hollywood talks, this will follow them. Absolutely. Hosts are going to think twice before inviting them again. Nobody wants guests who turn parties into networking events and then demand photo deletions. Right. And Bezos is definitely not going to entertain them again after this. Oh my days. No. Imagine trying to enjoy a birthday party and getting ambushed about Bond casting. Totally not the place. And honestly, are we shocked Meghan would do something like this? Right? Because it fits the pattern. Constant narrative control, constant image management. For sure. She wants to be taken seriously as an actress. But pitching yourself at a party is the opposite of serious. Exactly. And the fact they got asked to leave shows how far off the mark she was. Right? So the photos are gone. But the story is everywhere, and not the version they wanted. Oh my god. Yes. They wanted the world to see them at an exclusive party. But instead, everyone's talking about the failed Bond pitch. Exactly. And I guarantee more details will come out as more insiders spill tea. Absolutely. Because people at that party are going to talk. Hollywood loves messy party drama. For sure. Mystery guests, awkward pitching, people getting asked to leave, photos disappearing. It has everything. Right. And now the Sussexes are probably panicking, trying to spin the story. But once insiders talk, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. Totally. The truth always pops out. And the real version is way juicier than any official PR statement. Oh my days. So much better. Tell us, was Meghan wrong for pitching herself? Yeah. Drop your thoughts because this whole situation is absolutely wild. And if you've heard anything like this before, we need to hear it, for sure. This is going down in Hollywood history as one of the most awkward party moments ever. Absolutely. Kris Jenner's 70th birthday, where Meghan tried to land a Bond role and got kicked out instead. Legendary drama. Totally. So comment your thoughts. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. See you all next time.